Tonight, from Oklahoma City, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Oklahoma City Bisons taking on Jacob Eason and the Columbus Aviators.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Columbus Aviators and the Oklahoma City Bison. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. I had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
We know the arm strength is certainly there. He's got a big-time cannon for an arm, and that's not a surprise. He's the son of a former Major League pitcher, so the bloodlines come into play. The biggest question for Patrick Mahomes: can he harness that big arm, develop the touch that's needed, and carry his team towards the playoffs?
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Wide receiver.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Just shy of midfield. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in.
1st and 10.
And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run here with Robinson. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Robinson, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the run, it's Robinson. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Ball carrier.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Now here's Mahomes. It's caught on the right outside by Robinson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
That's good. 4.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 4-yard
to throw. It's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Patrick Mahomes sacked by Zadarius.
They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And it is caught at the 7-yard line. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. From 13 yards out. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Aviators nothing.
Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
They'll take over.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the man from the University of Washington. This is Jacob Eason.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say a great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit.
Touchdown! DK Metcalf, 71 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. To try here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Down and 10 at at their own 23.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Completes it right side to Cooper. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Hey! 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43.
On 2nd and 9. Mahomes out to his left.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
At the 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking left sideline, incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Mahomes going to throw. The quick slant caught. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Robert Woods with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And his guys have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So this drive spans 7 plays.
14. Aviators 7.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Devin White.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Bisons 14, Aviators 7.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun is Eason. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Complete to Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Slant to Adams. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Eason. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, Eason. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle.
Eason's
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
It's a gain of 9.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Eason. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. From the gun, Eason. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Operating from the gun, Eason, and he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. From the gun, Eason. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Eason on 2nd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Eason. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run with Barkley, and he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On the draw, Robinson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. He'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Now Mahomes steps away, and now he's going to use his legs. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a 1st.
That's another Oklahoma City 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Mahomes firing complete, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Complete.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. Eason trying to hurry him up and get him set. He'll find Metcalf. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
14. Aviators.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Yards on the play. And it's third down.
From the gun, Eason. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Eason. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's Eason off the play fake. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. So on 4th down, Kevin Stefanski trots out the field goal unit. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
14. Aviators 10.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
25-yard line.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll run on first down. It's Robinson, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 52 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
21, Aviators 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now.
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I want to get right back out there and get after them because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after it.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
At the 19-yard.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 7 yards there and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
They'll take over. First down and 10. at their own 24-yard line.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again.
And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Now the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, Eason. That's caught left side by the tight end Boyle. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Columbus.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And he will find his man on the outside.
Bisons pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, Eason. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He's looking for Ridley again, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And
operating from the gun, Eason. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
Down and 10.
Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that, because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Robinson.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's able to find Diggs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way and worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection. On 1st down, it's Robinson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
5-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, it's a jet sweep, the football to Woods. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it? Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun is Eason. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Eason. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Robinson, the ball carrier. Tackle made right at midfield. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll throw on 1st down with Eason. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Now, defensively, with this lead in the 4th quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be, don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. From the gun, Eason. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, you're trailing. It's the fourth quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Time to see Jacob Eason and company go back to work. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
On first down, Jacob Eason gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll be stopped up as he could only muster a yard. So 4th down coming up on the other side as we have reached the 2-minute warning. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Ball carrier.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Adderley on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, Robinson. He'll have a first down past the 30. And he takes it all the way up to the 47.
That's good.
Well, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Oklahoma City, they start the campaign with a victory in front of an enthusiastic home crowd for a Sunday night. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Columbus, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.